Hey, what's going on? This is Mr. Mike, and this here is Trucker Diary series. It's a new series that I'm introducing to the world. Just me talking about life, hip-hop, music in general, video games, a little bit of movies, a little bit of current events. But it's going to be centered around hip-hop, and so I hope you enjoy it. This is the new installment. This is from Mr. Mike. Please take a listen. And it's going to progress and grow up. This is the starting point. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. Peace. What's up, world? This is Mr. Mike and another installment of the Trucker Diary series. I'm in Lakeland, Florida, heading back to Jacksonville. And I hope you guys are doing well. I feel a little anxiety, I guess. A little... just every once in a while I would question myself, what am I doing? What? So I've been doing this. I've been trying to implement this this healthy lifestyle. I'm trying to change my eating habits, but I still need to understand where to constantly, where can I go to get healthy food all the time, because I usually shop, because usually when I shop for food, I don't want to, waste a lot of time. I just go to the nearest spot and try to get, close to what I need. And so there's a nearby Winn-Dixie where I work, and I just go there and load up with fruit, load up with, any sort of nuts, vegetables. Yeah, I eat a lot of spinach, leaves, and I make salads out of them and stuff like that. So I try to do those things, but I know there are times as I'm doing this, I have cravings for, I still love chicken. I'm trying to get off meat in general, but chicken is probably the biggest hurdle. I did eat chicken last night. I had some chicken. It wasn't fried. It was baked chicken and string beans, and some mashed potatoes, which I'm cutting back on all that stuff, but I don't know, I'm weak, so that's what that is. I don't eat that every day, and I don't eat meat every day, but since I'm trying to implement this lifestyle, there's going to be, I'm not perfect, so any sort of nutritional help would be very beneficial. I know you guys hearing the truck, the turning signal. So if you're listening to this, it's gonna be, you're gonna hear the engine from the truck, running, and me switching lanes. And, people may be honking their horns because of their situation in their driving lanes. But like I was saying, as far as health, I just want to get better. I'm trying to get better. I watch a lot of Dr. Sebi stuff, and I really, the way he explains it, everything he talks about makes a lot of sense. I know from what I've heard, he's not a doctor, but that's what the people called him. He's from Honduras. The people called him, once he started healing them from various diseases, they just called him doctor. And so I'm not sure where the name Sebi comes from. Probably means something very valuable. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to do more research and find out. But I believe his real name is Alfredo Bowman. But the title doctor is what the people that he healed from where he's from, they gave him the name doctor, from what I understand, because he healed a lot of people from their illness. So they just called him doctor. But yeah, I've watched a lot of his videos pertaining to nutrition and what to eat, what not to eat, and I'm sort of trying to implement all those things. But a lot of those things where I should eat, is not readily available. Well, I don't know where to get an abundance of some of those things. can't remember the actual items. I believe. I have been doing spinach. I'm trying to cut off meat, but I do eat tuna. So I eat tuna with my spinach salads, and I only drink water, alkaline. I understand about that. 7.5 or higher in the pH is considered alkaline. Anything less than 7 is acid. So I'm just sort of just keeping those things in mind and implementing that. And I only drink water. I haven't been drinking anything else other than water. And occasionally I'll do a smoothie with the fruits that I have, the blueberries, and I mix the spinach with that. But I haven't done that in about a week. I haven't had a smoothie in a while. So I've just been drinking water. It's strictly water, eating fruits and vegetables. I have plenty of apples, mangoes, blueberries, and grapes, the red grapes with the seeds in them. I believe I heard I've read that it's better to eat grapes with the seeds in them. So I've been doing that, and just drinking plenty of water, implementing exercise routine, but I'm not consistent with that. But I do have two 25-pound dumbbells, which I lift with both hands, and I do that kind of every other day. And then on the off days, I do sit-ups. So, but you know what I'm saying, there are times where I just feel lazy and I don't do them. You know, I miss a day, and then it becomes 2 days, and then but I do it at least, I want to say 4 or 5 times a week. So I know I could be doing better stuff, a lot more stuff. But that's what I'm doing, and I try to go out for a walk, every day. Go for a walk. I miss walking. Being tied up in this truck, it sort of drains your energy mentally because you're behind the truck and you're constantly using your brain power to maneuver and making sure you're not hitting anybody and staying safe. Watching your six and all this stuff, all the safety precautions that it comes with driving a truck. I do all those things, and that could be mentally draining once you get back home or back, to where you need to be. You just want to chill and rest. So that's going on. Other than that, I'm implementing this new lifestyle. I went to the doctor. I found out I'm diabetic, and so I'm just getting rid of everything that is toxic, if you will, and just implementing everything that is healthy, everything that is alkaline based. I'm still on the fence about protein. I've known that I know. How do I say this? From what I understood, we're protein-based body, but I don't think that's necessarily true. So I'm still trying to understand like real protein and because you don't need. I don't think you necessarily need protein, but I'm not a nutritionist. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't think you necessarily need protein. I think what you actually need are minerals and vitamins, and I think there are protein in certain vegetables. So it's not just in meat. A lot of people think protein. They think meats and lean meats and things like that, but you don't need meat for protein. There's protein in plants, and so just figuring out which one. And I'm still new at this. I'm still learning. Most of this knowledge came from me just doing research, occasionally here and there, but actually implementing things in your life, that's completely different because you have experience now. So just knowing is half the battle. So as I'm implementing this lifestyle, so I'm learning as I go along. So I haven't really reached out to, because I'm part of like this vegan group, even though I'm not vegan. I think some groups on Facebook have added me on there, and they've shared recipes, and I've talked with them before. I went on walks with them before. But I'm still not a vegan. I still have to reach out to get more information from those guys, from the guys who are really, implementing the lifestyle. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just juggling a lot of things at the same time. Just a second here, I'm trying to switch lanes. But yeah, that's what that is. Just wanted to talk about that. I want to say it's really that's the go-to statement that people say. It's really hard to live a healthy lifestyle because it's hard because every time you go to the store it's packed with sugar-based products, processed foods, and foods that catch the eye because of the brand, because how they package things. It always catches your eye, and it's not going to the actual groceries, your normal grocery store. You know what I mean? It's not the best choice when it's come to eating healthy and things like that. But I am learning. I am, understanding what to eat, what not to eat. And living a healthy lifestyle. I don't want to, I'm already, I go through depression, I go through anxiety at times. And I really believe living a healthy lifestyle can help your body, of course, but also your mind. And like when you're focused on something, you have a passion about something, you can do it without any sort of anything holding you back, like toxins and parasites from food we eat. It could be detrimental to your health. So I'm just, all the things that I want to accomplish in my life, I believe it just all starts with health, being healthy. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to do. And so that's why I'm implementing these things. So, but enough of all that. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm on I-4. Like I said, I'm heading back to Jacksonville. In the truck hauling beverage. I believe I don't know. Well, I'm not hauling beverage. I'm hauling the plastic containers that the beverages come in, like the Dr. Pepper just bottles, and I'm going back to the plant where I guess they fill up, the beverages, and then it goes back to the distribution center. So that's what I do. I run these routes. I'm on a Dr. Pepper account with this company, and so I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing. So we're in the NBA Finals. I think it's the Final Four. Golden State versus Portland Trail Blazers in the West. I believe last night Golden State won, so they're up 1-0. And on the East side, you got Milwaukee and Toronto, which that would be a great series. You got the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, if I'm saying that right. And then you got Kawhi Leonard for the Raptors, which is, that'll be an interesting matchup. Kawhi's got a ring. He's got the championship ring with the Spurs. He was actually the MVP of that series. So and that buzzer beater last week to Game 7 against the Sixers, that was just phenomenal. They said that was the first time ever in NBA history that a game was won in Game 7 by a buzzer beater. That's never happened ever. So he made some history there. And I actually watched that. I've been missing a lot of games, but I watched the tail end. I watched the second half of that game. It's a great game. It was kind of low scoring. It was very defensive, but Kawhi just took over. He had 41 points and took over the game. Lowry was good. He was so great at just just going to the lane, just driving to the lane and getting his layups and falling all over the place. Kind of like not Ginobili, Tony Parker used to do. He just has a knack. Some guards in the league just have a knack of just making their way to the lane, and it's phenomenal to watch. And NBA has changed. I love sports. I love NBA. Basketball was my #1 sport for a while. Now it's boxing, and I'm gonna get into some boxing because it's on my mind now. So you're gonna get some boxing because I love boxing. But basketball used to be my #1. But now I think right now it's boxing first, basketball second, and then football. You know, football is weird to me. I like it. It's entertaining, but I'm a Jags fan. You know what I'm saying? So I root for the Jags. We got Nick Foles, so that's cool. You know, Bortles hasn't really, you know, he was trying to show improvement, but blah blah blah. But anyways, so yeah, I think that's how I put it in order of likeliness of my sports. It's boxing first, basketball, and then football. So. But yeah, you got the Final Four. You got Golden State and Portland on the west, and then you got Milwaukee and Toronto on the east. So it should be cool, man. It's you know, these finals should be very entertaining to watch. But as far as boxing, I found out. If you haven't found out, Manny Pacquiao is fighting Keith Thurman on July 20th of this year, so that'll be great. I think Pacquiao has. I want to say Pacquiao. I'm picking Pacquiao to win. He has a slight edge, even though he's past his prime. But the thing about boxers being past their prime is because they don't have the physical. He doesn't have the speed, of course, but he does have the experience, and he has the wit, like I guess post-prime boxers, people like Bernard Hopkins, was still able to be relevant because they know the tools of the trade. They know how to the sort of the in-betweens, the nuances of boxing, knowing how to sort of get inside the opponent's head, how to do certain tricks to throw the timing off of the younger boxer, and timing is everything, and I believe Pacquiao has great timing. He has great footwork to get in his positions, and Thurman is not necessarily the best defensive. You can hit him, and so he's not the best defensive fighter. He has been coming along. He has been sharpening his skills, so to speak. But I think Pacquiao, with his experience and his know-how to get to certain positions, is going to be the telltale sign of how he wins. I don't think he's going to knock Thurman out. It'll probably go the distance. But I just think Pacquiao knows. Thurman is a big puncher. He's a power puncher, and I think Pacquiao has dealt his fair share of power punches. You know what I mean? So he knows where the angles are coming from. He knows how to get in and get his combinations in and out. And he's a very good body puncher. A lot of people don't talk about Pacquiao's body punching, but it's because it's so quick. Like, he hits, even with the Pacquiao Mayweather fight, that was a closer fight than a lot of people thought it was. Because Pacquiao, when he did his combos, he would go, he hit Mayweather with quite a few uppercuts to the body. In the middle of his combos. A lot of people didn't, or the commentators didn't mention it. And plus, because Mayweather is so defensive, it's hard for you to see when punches actually land. But Pacquiao hit Mayweather a lot more times than people give him credit for. but that's what it is. I was a big fighter at the time. I was pulling for Pacquiao. But Mayweather got it. Shout out to him. He's still undefeated. But yeah, Pacquiao's body punching is very it's there. It's a lot of people don't comment. People mostly just look at his left hand, and how he uses his footwork to get position. But the guy he goes to the body. He goes downstairs. It's just so quick. It's like 2 up here, 1 down here, and then 2 more up there. So like 2 to the head, 1 to the body, and then 2 more to the head. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. But he goes to the body, and he's very just cognizant of his opponent, and he loves people who mix it up. So that's why I think this fight with Thurman is going to be interesting, because he loves guys who wants to engage. He likes to fight. Some people don't like to fight. Some people don't like to get hit. That's the thing. But Pacquiao loves it. He knows it's part of fighting. You're going to get hit, and he sort of prepares for it. So he likes when people open up, and when they do that, he finds the hole in their offense and exploit that with his speed and his accuracy. So but Thurman is a power puncher, and he's a younger guy. He has fresher arms, fresher legs. So there is a puncher's chance. There is that, and people keep going back to the Marquez Ford, Pacquiao Marquez Ford. Marquez is caught lightning in the bottle. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't think it's gonna happen, Pacquiao fighting Marquez again for the 5th time. I don't think it's gonna happen. But even if it does, that shot is not gonna hit the same way. I'm not saying Pacquiao won't get hit with the right hand, because he will, because of his exchanges, and because of their styles. They were made for each other, those two. But Marquez is not going to knock him out in that fashion if they fight again. If they fight 3 or 4 more times, it won't be like that. So, and Thurman is not Marquez by any means. He doesn't have the technicalities that Marquez has, the timing and just the technical ability and his IQ. Marquez's IQ is way better than Thurman's. So in that regard, Thurman has raw strength, yes, but I don't think that's going to be enough to beat Pacquiao. But it'll be entertaining to fight. I can't wait to watch it. I recently watched Julian Williams versus Jarrett Hurd. Took all of his belts. That was a fight. That was a great fight. I mean, that was one of those old school phone booth, in your face. I ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere either. Just in your face, just like grimy fight. And Julian Williams was poised. He didn't let her rough him up. It was just Hurd is kind of like a bully in the ring, not in person, but his style is he's come for you and he just pressures you to submit to his shit. You know what I mean? But Julian Williams was like, yeah, I'm game. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. And the way Williams was taking shots from her, but at the same time he stayed in the clinch, and he figured out how to move in that clinch, how to move in that tight space. And I remember, I think it was round, I want to say 8 or 9, where he just really just got off his uppercuts in there, where he was in the clinch with Hurd. Hurd is slightly bigger, slightly stronger, but Williams was in there just exchanging, and he found a way to move his head and land, get in a position to land 2 or 3 uppercuts in combinations with it, like right, left, right. It was beautiful. And it was one of those grimy ass fights that you had to really pay attention to. Such a good fight. And shout out to Julian Williams. And when they announced the winner, he won. I believe was it unanimous? Yeah, I think it was unanimous. Yeah, it was unanimous decision. And once they said and the new, he just broke down. And that moment is just so such a real moment. It's such a beautiful moment, you know, because he had a loss on his record. He got knocked out by one of the Charlo twins about 3 years ago, over 3 years ago. So you go back to watch Jamal Charlo, one of those guys. One of the Charlo twins knocked him out with a right uppercut, vicious right uppercut 3 years ago. And you know, once you get an L on your record, boxing is so crazy now. Like having one loss could really derail your career to a degree. Mayweather set this precedence to be undefeated, and he made so much money being undefeated. You know what I mean? And a lot of and the media just eats that up. You know, once you get a loss, it's like, oh, you know, blah blah blah. But Williams, you know, once they said, and the new, you know, champion, he just broke down in tears, and it was just so, and there was no clap back from Hurd. Hurd was actually clapping because he knew he lost. He knew he lost. You know, Hurd, you know, was the bully. He was the bigger guy. He was supposed to win. He might have overlooked him. I don't know, but Williams deserved that win, and when he got it, it's just watching somebody just be elated by all the trauma, all of the work, and all of everything that he was everything that he worked on trying to get to this level. And now he's champion. And he has like 3 or 4 belts. He took all the belts from her, and it's like, wow. You know what I mean? I enjoy watching people win. I just enjoy watching people, the underdogs, come up on top. You know what I mean? A lot of people like watching that. You know what I mean? But especially in boxing, because that's where the rubber meets the road. There's no one else to blame but yourself. So you get all the success and you get all the blame. You know? So it's victory and defeat in its purest form. So that's why I love boxing, and that's why, you know, I play a lot of fighting sports on video games. That's usually the heart and soul of my video games is fighting. I like, you know, boxing games, different fighting games. I do like different types of video games. I love RPGs. You know, I haven't played the latest God of War yet, and I'm going to get that because I played 1, 2, and 3. But you know, I love the fight. I love the fighting. They need to come up with another fight night. What's up with that? EA Sports, get on the game, or somebody else come up. 2K Sports. I remember y'all had the prize fighting on PS3. It didn't work out too well. I played it. It was all right. And it was, you know, it was cool. But I believe they can get better. And it doesn't have to be EA Sports. It could be Sega Sports or something, or not Sega Sports. 2K Sports, or anybody can put together a really good boxing game, and let's get it. Let's do it. You know, why do we have to settle for PS3's the last fight now? Where the PS4's been around. Xbox One has been around for a long time. We haven't had any good boxing games. So what's up? Let's get on it. But anyways, okay, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss my exit here. I can take I-4 all the way east to 95 and go through this horrible I-4 traffic through Orlando, but there's this the toll booth, the 429 toll, Highway 429 toll road, which I'm trying to take up on exit 60 up here, and I don't want to miss it. And I'm getting pretty close to it. Yeah, I'm not gonna miss it, but traffic gets to the point where, you know, you try to get in that right lane and you can't because so many people's on the right, you know what I mean? So, but I'm not gonna miss it. I'm good. So I'm taking that, and basically that bypasses it bypasses the heart of Orlando, so I don't have to go through it. I'm going around it basically, and then meeting back up on I-4 on the other side and finish my way to 95. That's what I'm doing here. So, but I hope everyone is doing well, and be healthy. And that's, I'm going back to eating healthy and living that lifestyle. A lot of people say live your best life. But when people actually say that, they really mean, you got a lot of money and you can do whatever you want with it. This is what I think it means. It's hard to live your best life when you're broke. I mean, I can, but we live in this matrix. We live in this thing. You gotta have money. And this sucks. And it's a realization that I've come to grips with, and that's what it is. So, yeah, I'm just here running my mouth. I'm gonna talk about whatever else comes to my mind. And when I release these, it's not going to be in a particular order. It's going to be random. So once I put them online, I'll probably put the latest one first, and then the one I did way back a month ago or something, I'll put that in next. You know what I mean? So, but I think it's value. All of what I'm saying is entertaining, valuable information, maybe. And you're just gonna listen to me. I'm just gonna run my mouth. So, fuck it. And I believe the one I did yesterday, I did one yesterday. I went off about Shenmue, and because it's the greatest video game of all time, and you should play it. And Shenmue 3 comes out this year. I can't wait. I think we have less than about 100 days left, I believe. 27. What's the date? 15. So yeah, I mean, we got a little over 4 months. We do some math here while I'm driving and talking to you. So we got a little over 3 months, basically. Oh man, that's amazing. It's been almost, nearly 18 years before Shenmue 2, and now we have less than 4 months, a little over 3 months before the greatest story in video games ever told is gonna be released. Wow, just thinking about that, it puts a big smile on my face. So I feel better too. Like, I did have a little bit of anxiety, you know what I mean? But the high hopes of Shenmue 3 coming out is just great. So, but I hope you guys are going well. What are you guys talking about? I don't know what it is about what's okay. Me and social media. I don't go. I do go on Facebook a lot. I don't post a lot. I watch what's going on, basically. I basically, everything that I'm interested in, the Shenmue, of course, the Shenmue groups, the music groups that I'm in, that I'm a part of, anything that they post, as far as martial arts and things like that, I'm in just different groups. I just log in to watch that, you know what I mean? And of course to watch my girl what she posts. But I'll just go online randomly on my phone, and everybody's talking about they're this old, they're that, and they'll come up with catchy analogies to describe how old they are. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it stemmed from, but I'm 36 years old, I guess. So that is, one of my ex. When I was 30 or 31, I was dating this girl. She was like, 3 or 4 years younger than me, and she kept calling me old. I'm like, bitch, I'm not old. I'm 31 years old. Now I'm 36. I still don't feel old. I'm still good. I'm not in the best shape, but I can get out there and play some ball. I love playing ball. I can get in there. Yeah, there's a pickup game going on. I will go out there, work up a real good sweat, and play ball. I would do it. Yes, any time. So, but yeah, I don't know where that old shit, the old thing came from. I'm this old. I'm what's one of the? I'm trying to remember. Somebody said, I can't remember. It's been so many of them. I just didn't know where it stemmed from. I guess I could say I'm the original Karate Kid. Oh, I guess many kids out there, they know Karate Kid, but they know the Jalen Smith one. Or I don't know, like, yeah, I'm Mr. Miyagi. No, fuck that. I'm the last dragging. Doing the arm movements. You know, when Leroy got the glow, when he was swinging both of his arms. I used to do that so much when I was a kid. I watched that movie so many times, me and my brothers. We watched that movie endlessly, just non-stop. The Last Dragon, the greatest movie of all time. Oh, so great. So great. You know, when he got that glow, man, you know, it was such a great movie moment. You know, I'm that old, you know what I mean? I was Leroy old, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know where that whole thing came from, but once it starts, that's one thing about social media I don't like when people just, they feel it, I don't know how to say this. They gotta jump on the bandwagon. They gotta, you know, continue the trend. They have to do that. And you know what I mean? There's so much more out there in the world than just doing what other people do, or following what other people follow, watching what other people watch. And so that's why, you know, I go back to saying, yes, I like obscure shit. That's what I do. I like it. So, because when I enjoy my obscure shit, I enjoy it. It's mine. My experience is my experience. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to, I guess, interpret why I like it or whatever. I know why I like it. You know, I like it because it does this for me. You know, it really raises my eyebrows in this way. It piques my interest. You know what I mean? So that's why I like it. You know, I don't watch something or like something because other people like it. I've never been that way. But I don't want to go on that horse saying that I'm better than you, because I am better than you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm way too humble to be saying shit like that. I do have an ego, but as far as bragging and swaggering and things like that, I don't do that. So, riding alone in my automobile. Sometimes I have anxiety, you know. I do. A lot of times I feel like, you know, I gotta take care of a lot of stuff at the same time. I gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do that, you know. And if I don't do everything that is constantly going on in my mind, I just feel oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough to handle this, or not, you know. And so, like, I go through that every once in a while. Always thinking of ways that I could do better. Oh, no, think of ways that how I'm not good enough to be better, or not, you know what I mean? I just go through that in my head. So I have that. So what else is going on in these? I mean, I'm not gonna comment too much about. I'm not gonna talk too much about politics on these diaries because I don't follow it too much. You know, it's. I believe all of this is all of politics is a popularity contest. I mean, people who really offer like real solutions and real things to help society, help the people in this country or abroad. They just get swept away. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about money. I think people who have good intentions are gonna get corrupted by money. So it's, you know, we all know this country is ran by corporations. It's not necessarily ran by government. It's ran by a lot of rich motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And those people make the rules. And they have legislation that is inconsiderate of the people that legislate. They're just I believe Georgia passed this crazy law about abortion and things like that you can be a woman could be, you know, could serve life in prison for having an abortion. It's just crazy shit like that. Like, I don't know. It's weird. And so there are no real politicians who are implementing real solutions and really getting at the problem, the core of the problem of the society. You know, there are no person who's going to represent that, and if they are, they for some reason don't get enough support, I guess financially or through the media. It's weird. This country we're ran on money and popularity contest. That's what it is. So whoever's popular, whoever resonates with the people at large is going to win. So I mean, I've had conversations with my little brother. You know, what's the purpose of voting? I voted. You know, I vote. I do. But at the same time, it's like, why am I doing this? Like seriously, like if it doesn't. I mean, does it matter, or like, I don't know. I just don't know. That's why I'm gonna leave politics alone, because I don't want to get into an area where I don't know about it. I don't participate in it. I do vote, yes. I do get the information for who I'm voting for, yes. But like, that's the information could be the key. I could be getting false information. I voted for somebody based on the information I got, and it's like, blah, 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 so you go with your gut, whatever. Go with what you know, and so it's all weird. Politics is just. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But if it's crazy shit like giving someone life for having an abortion or something like that, something along those lines, that's crazy. It is crazy how I think it's crazy how men in politics get to decide to make legislation on a woman, like being a mother, like a the mother makes the child. Yes, she gets the seed from the man, but the mother cultivates, nurtures the child. Like, it makes the child possible. And yeah, I don't think you should force a woman. Like, a woman knows, like, the environment, if it's good or bad for the child. And so you should leave a choice to, I believe you should leave the choice to the woman to make a decision. Like, having a child in a horrible environment that is riddled with, like, violence and drug use and addiction and all sorts of graphic lifestyle and human beings, and you're gonna bring up a child in that environment, on the off chance that it can make it out and be, you know what I mean? Like, it's a woman should make that. That's just my opinion. That's what I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, I mean, that can open a can of beans, but I'm not gonna get too far in that. But that's it's just weird, like how the way people make laws, the way people make legislation on others without, without considering, and that's what I'm saying. You're gonna make rule, like, it's weird. So that's where I stand on it, and politics is just. It's a cesspool of confusion, lies, misinformation, and manipulation, and it's such a popularity contest, and so it's fucking weird. So I just stick to sports, music, movies, video games, just, entertainment shit. I'm not too abreast on current events. I'm just like you. I just go on Facebook every once in a while, see what's going on, blah blah blah. I know a little about sports. I love, I love boxing. Like I said, sports. Basketball. I've played basketball my entire life. I had dreams to go into the NBA. I didn't make it, so I used to be I joined the Navy. I played some basketball in the Navy, in like intramural tournaments, like on the ship and stuff. We would have little 3-on-3 tournaments or whatever, and I loved doing that. It kept my mind occupied. Being out there on the ship, it's pretty much like prison, basically. You're told when you work, you're told when you eat, and then during off time, you just make up shit to do to keep your mind occupied. So I play sports. And I play Shenmue. Going back to Shenmue, yeah, baby. I know you're probably going to hear me tired of saying that, but it's one of those obscure games that shouldn't be obscure. As much as you video game heads out there love Zelda, as much as you guys love Final Fantasy and other franchises that you can't argue against or whatever because it's blasphemy to talk against them, play Shenmue. I'm telling you, it'll you know what I'm saying? It ain't for the faint of heart. It ain't for instant gratification. It takes time. You actually, in the first Shenmue, you actually work. You have a job you have to do. You go to every day. You get up. The character gets up, and you go to work. Things happen at work. You know what I'm saying? But you do. You clock in. You go to work. And it's interesting, that thing, because you just, you're playing a real role of someone's life. It's really cool. So you should play it. If it wasn't, that was one of the first, engine, real-time open world games. So if it wasn't that, probably wouldn't be any Grand Theft Autos and other games like that. So yeah, play Shenmue and lighten the hell up and quit playing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? The video games are vast and they're so interesting. You don't have to play a game for the same reasons, to get points or to get the thing you're trying to get. Play them for an experience, like almost like a simulation type thing. Like there was this game I put a lot of people in. Was called it's called Flower. If you have a PS3 or a PS4, you ever play Flower? And it's not. There's nothing. There's no achievements. There's no unlocking anything, or or points, or objectives, so to speak. I guess. In Flower, you're playing. You're just a petal, like what do you call them? Like a flower, a rose petal type thing, and you start off as one, and basically you control that petal using the wind, and you sort of join with other flowers and have that a part of your flower trail. So you build this big flower trail of all the flower buds that you've collected, and it's just a relaxing, soothing experience in a video game. And I put a lot of people on it. The people who really played it was like, oh wow, this is interesting. Like people get high and just play it. It's like, oh, because it's an experience. You're not killing nobody. You're not shooting nobody. You're not trying to get points. It's just a relaxing experience. And I think people should play, or be more just open-minded to other possibilities when you're playing a PlayStation or Xbox or whatever you have. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just compete. Just live, experience. So that's my take on video games. Because they come, like the popular shit. They come out with too many shooters. I mean, how many Call of Duties are they gonna be? It's fun. I love playing them. Like I play with my brothers online and stuff like that. It's fun. But it's like, what they're on Black Ops 9, Modern Warfare 12 or whatever. I don't know what it is now. They recently came out with World War II. Why? I don't know. But that's cool, I guess, for historians who want to live through that. That's cool. But you don't have to shoot everything. You have to, just chill, play other shit. And another reason why I'm doing these diaries, this little podcast, whatever you want to call it. Another reason, because I'm a very quiet dude. I don't say much unless I'm around my element, like around certain people. But usually when I'm in social, I'm the quiet one. I'm the listener. So, like even right now, it feels awkward to talk so much, and that's one of the reasons why we do it. Because I think talking. Sometimes you can talk through your depression, if you will. You can sort of speak through your pain sometimes, because you're expressing yourself. And I know this English language is limited, because it's pretty much kind of like a hybrid of several other different languages. Most of our words are derived from Latin and Greek, and French, of course, and this English language is limited, but it's good to use the words to express yourself. So that's another reason why I'm doing this, so I can talk more, because I'm always quiet. You see me at a show or something like that, I may say, hey, yo, what up? Say something about the artist. Usually, if there's like 4 or 5 people having a sort of a group conversation or something, like casual conversation, I'll be in there, but I'll just be listening. I may throw in a dry. I've been told that I have a dry sense of humor. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, I do have a dry sense of humor, so I may implement one of those dry jokes. But that's it, really. I don't have the alpha personality. I think I'm a type. My numerology is 2, I believe, number 2, I think. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm just a listener. I'm listening. I'm a natural listener. I like to listen before I speak, and usually when I speak, and my son, I noticed this in my son Joshua. He knows how to speak, but he doesn't want to talk unless he understands how to say the words correctly. Like, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to mumble, sort of. He wants to make sure everything he says is correct, like grammatically and how to say the word correctly. You know, I can see that. So, and I've done that too. I don't want to talk about anything or you know, in social settings. I don't usually say anything unless I have a comfortable enough knowledge on the topic. So that's just me. And so when I'm doing this, I'm just talking everything that's on my mind, things that I enjoy, things that, you know, makes me upset, or things like that. You know, I just talk about them, and so that's what that is. So I hope you are getting illuminated or entertained or edutained, as they say. I hope what I'm saying is interesting, and that you take time to listen. So thank you for listening. I think that's going to be another episode for today. I may do another one today, but you know, we'll see. And then afterwards, I could just, you know, hit the stop button and then listen to what I said. So like analyze it and be like, how can I say that better? So this is a cool thing. I hope you're listening. Thank you. This is the Trucker Drivers. I'm Mr. Mike. Music, illumination, consciousness. I love you. Peace.